So start to study, right? Yeah. Yeah. Never read the assessment details there. I show you how many times already. Read your assessment details, right? Read the assessment details there. Can you see that? Next week, week 8. Week 9. Can you see that? Right? I'll brief you tomorrow. So for this one, let's just continue with this example. Okay, continue with this example to summarize everything like the test burden and so on, right? Remember last time we talked about there's one family, right? One family with a kid, and it's 11 p.m. And because of that, the demand curve is inelastic. Okay, maybe because no time to choose, maybe because no subsidy, maybe because of necessity, right? Become inelastic. So now the same scenario, let me just copy this again. Today I call this Joker. Okay, Joker. Now, think about, ladies and gentlemen, this time is a couple, right? It's a couple, okay? You imagine yourself whether you're L, you're G, you're B, or T, all right? Up to you, which, as long as they are couple, all right? I don't care whether LGBT or you're straight. So the female character of the couple will be like, ooh, this balloon is so cute. Can you buy one for me? Then the male character of the couple will be like, come on, this is expensive. First of all, this balloon is expensive. And we all know that it's only helium inside, right? Tomorrow, it will be dropping on the floor and you have to throw it away, the balloon. And besides, it's only 11 p.m. This one without kids is only 11 p.m. and the night is still young. Right? You're like, right? The night is still young, right? Ayo, like that also cannot come out. No, my father banned me from coming out. The night is still young, come on. Okay. The night is still young, right? Else, we use the money, rather than we use the money to buy balloon, why don't we use the money to watch a movie? Why don't we use the money to go and sing karaoke? Why don't we use the money to eat a supper? Does that make sense? Make sense? So for this couple without kids, they say, why don't we use the money to sing, watch, eat? Okay. In this scenario, almost the same scenario, but this time it's still the fun fair. It's still the clown. It's the same clown, right? You can see the thing never changed. Only the consumers change, right? I want you to see that in terms of perspective of consumers. In this case, what is the elasticity of demand? What's the elasticity of demand? I don't know how many of you still remember before public holiday, I talked about the couple with the kid one. Now it's just the couple itself without the kid. They are still dating, right? Dating each other. So in this scenario, what will be the elasticity of demand? Any idea? Online students, you can also answer, right? Who is next? Yikai is what? Yikai? What's the elasticity of demand? The elasticity of the demand is not, sir, I'm here. No, it's not, sir, I'm here. Seriously. The honest, you went to the washroom. Wow, that must be a very long problem to solve inside. your washroom? 20 minutes, Divanesh, in the washroom. Are you having some butterfly in your stomach? Divanesh. I have to mark you as late already this time. Late, Okay. So yes. Ikai. What will be the elasticity of demand this time? Divanesh, later you have to answer 3 questions, all right, Divanesh? Eye on you. For students, I always welcome you to answer more questions. If you want to answer more questions, just need to be late. Then I will call you 3 times. All right? Very easy only. Just need to be late. Then you can answer. You can even draw the diagram. Later, Divanesh will have to draw this diagram for me. All right, Divanesh, be prepared. Use the collaboration space, new section 1 later. Right? Use the untitled page later. Draw me this diagram for the clown. Right? So, but before that, Ikai, you have to tell him the answer. Ikai, what's the elasticity of demand? Is it that hard? Huh? Yep, Daniel already answered. Is elastic demand. Why? Okay, why I will move to Divanesh. Divanesh, first of all, please answer why the demand curve is elastic. Divanesh will be there. Huh? I don't know what's the scenario. Which diagram? Anthony, you answer. Anthony? Is Anthony? 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 Why?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Not bad, lah. At least you never say you don't know. Refer back to the previous scenario. What are the factors that affect them to have elastic or inelastic demand? Previous scenario, we talk about the couple with the kid, right? They're just the same, only opposite. So what are the 3 factors that I put there? Anthony, Wu Jiachen. Yep, Joven already put 1, but it's not accurate enough. Must have time to consume, because for PS, we have another factor, is also time. It's time to produce. If you only write time, I don't know, you're talking about time to consume or produce. Does it make sense? Sometimes, I know you all like shortcut, you all like to use like some short form, right? But sometimes the factors is fixed, that the how many words is fixed already, right? So just write out the entire word, right? It's time to consume for PD, time to produce for PS. Just write it out, like just 2 more words, right? Can you help me? How many of you can do me a favor, just write out the entire thing in your next one? Not the next one, sorry. Next one. Because the next one is multiple choice, you can write anything. You like multiple choice, right? Hooray, multiple choice again. Right? I thought IGCSE student always like multiple choice, very easy. No. Yep. Only one supplier. I don't want to talk about supplier first, Daniel. Thank you for your answer. That one will be in the PES later. Right? I don't want to talk about supplier. Talk about PD. Other than time to consume, when I use this sentence, the night is still young, it means what? More time or less time to consume? More time to consume. Does it make sense? Right? Make sense? Second factor, we always have more than one factor for you to link. They have choices. Why yep, they have more choices. Why they have more choices? I list out for you already. Previously is the kid, now is they don't have kids. Yeah, so they have more choices. What are the choices? They can sing, they can watch, they can eat. Right? Make sense? More choices. Third one, preference of taste and preference is demand factor, is not PD factor. Must remember, I told you before, I asked you to write down PED factor is not equals to demand factors, right? Okay, for those who still not clear, write it again so that you're clear that you don't mix up the factors, right? Ping Hui, okay. Right. Anthony got some idea already. Anthony Wu got it. Sure. Sure or not?
Not sure.
Not sure. What are you not sure about? My cloud scenario is making you dizzy, is it? Are you drinking some alcohol? No. No. Hangover? No. No. Are you in economics class?
Yes.
Yes, you confirm. You know who am I?
Yeah.
Oh, luckily still know who you. Right. But which one you are not sure? Please tell me. You cannot remember the cloud. The cloud, is it? The cloud last time I talked about this to summarize because they need extra example, right, for the tax burden. So I come with this cloud example, right? This cloud example previously, I was talking about what? They are in a fun fair at 11 p.m. Then this family with a kid came here, right? And then the kid won a balloon. But then I told you also the kid had phase 1, 2, 3, right? In the end, it leads to the demand curve become inelastic because of lack of choices, because of no time to choose, because of they think that is necessity, right? So because of that, the demand curve become inelastic for the previous one. So now we move to this one. This one is just a couple. They're dating each other. Now you're married, don't have kids, right? I give you I pre-frame the pictures for you first. Just think about it. Just like you're dating each other. Something like, oh, I don't know, right? And because you're young, 11 p.m. for you is too early. Does it make sense? For me, 11 p.m. is like very late already. I want to sleep already because I'm aging, as you can see, right? 1 more hour is morning already. Can you imagine that? You all sleep very early, right? I sleep very late because 1 more hour is already morning. So I always sleep very late, right? You all sleep very early one. You all sleep at what? 3 a.m., right? 4 a.m., right? Very early, right? Only 4 hours, it turned to morning, then you sleep already. Wouldn't you agree? It's very early, right? Because I wake up at 5 a.m. Then you sleep at 5 a.m. Can you imagine how early you are? That's economics. Everything depends. So in my scenario here, because they don't have kids, the night is still young and they have many choices, the demand curve will tend to be more elastic. Anthony, does it make sense? Right? One more is because you can think in terms of luxury. You can think in terms of other things, not necessarily following my previous one. Higher proportion of income, because for teenagers, maybe you are still depending on your family for allowance. Allowance may be lower income, not necessarily for all of you, because some of you like even have more salary than me. Your allowance, your weekly allowance is like 1,000 ringgit, 10,000 ringgit for some of you, weekly. Mine is like, oh my God, sad. Anyway, so if you compare the balloon price with your income, your allowance, it can be high proportion of income as well. Does it make sense? I can link to another factor. Depends on how you write.
Percentage comes
Yeah, high percentage of income. Yep, sorry?
percentage of income spent.
Yes. Yep. But you must write the word high percentage of income. All right? Because they're dating each other like you're teenagers, right? Maybe your allowance is 1,000 ringgit and the balloon is like 50 ringgit. It's quite high proportion, right? So there are many factors to link. Depends on how you write. And that is the thing that I want you to write. Okay, later on, right? You have to write out for me. You have to link to at least one. So if two person come and see me and say, oh, we just coincidentally write the same factor with the same story and example, I cannot believe it. Because for me, one scenario, I can come up with 50 stories. How many of you will agree? Like, do you think that I can come up with 50? So if the two person come up with almost the same thing, I will start to suspect, right? Makes sense, right? Everyone will write differently, right? Some people link to more time to consume. Some people link to more choices. Some people link to a high percent of income. The example will be different. Mine is couple. Some can be with their pets, I don't know. Some can be family. Some can be with 2 kids. Some can be with 3 kids. Impossible, it will be the same example as well, right? And due to that, Divanis is going to draw us the diagram showing the tax burden. Divanis, are you done with the diagram? Please draw it in new section 1 untitled page. I want to see how you draw the diagram using elastic demand. Well, I move on first. All right? Divanis, are you there? Divanis, can you hear me? Draw me a tax burden diagram showing demand curve is elastic. I want to see whether you know how to draw or not. Right? Next one. Next scenario. So I will leave some space for Divanis drawing. Next scenario will be like that, ladies and gentlemen. Now we will move to not nice. Let me move here. Now we move to PES. PES. Right, PES. Be ready, some of you. You may need to draw the diagram. Right? I don't know who is next. Who is next? Yishen. Yishen, you later you have to draw a PES. Okay? Yeah, I have to practice, man. Don't need blush. Don't need blush. Right? Your face is blushing already, don't worry. Is it like turning red? No? Okay, still okay. Okay, now there are 2 types of balloon. They listen properly. First type of balloon is, now we don't care about the consumers. We don't care about the consumers. First type of balloon, ladies and gentlemen, is rubber balloon, the normal balloon. Rubber. Okay? Because we are talking about PS, we don't care about the consumers. We just think about the producer. The producer is this joker here. Right, this joker. Joker. Second type of balloon is then inside there got one door. You know, this type of balloon is a plastic form, right, with a lot of flashy colors, no? And inside there, sometimes they tuck in a door or something like that, blah, blah, blah. Then with some sprinkles, something like that. You know what I mean? This type of balloon is usually plastic. Okay, let me give you further characteristic for this balloon. Then you decide and you tell me whether it's elastic or inelastic. Right? Rubber balloon, one good thing is it can be untied or loosened. Then we can we can pump the air again next time. This is the advantage of the rubber. But it's not flashy, it's not nice, right? But for plastic balloon, usually they have to tie it very tight. Because this type of plastic balloon, they cannot hold the air for too long, right? The only thing you can take back is the door. You have to poke the balloon and take out the door. Then you reuse the door, but the plastic will be gone. Right? Make sense? Make sense? You have to tie it very tight, so you cannot untie it. This one you can untie it or loosen it. So the next day you can still use it. So for first type of balloon, which is the rubber balloon, what is the elasticity? For supply. Any idea? In fact, Yishan, you will answer. I will ask Zitong to draw later. Zitong, please prepare to draw. Yishan, you answer. Elastic. Why? Huh?
It's more perishable.
More or none? More perishable or non-perishable? Balloon, rubber balloon. You know, I even give you the hint already. I used rubber, no? Rubber balloon is elastic, right? Because it is not perishable. Because I can untie it and pump again, I can sell it the next day. Does that make sense? Online students, does that make sense? Zitong, please draw the diagram. In the new section 1, same thing like Divanis. I want to check. Hey! Divanis! What's the diagram? Still empty. Is it me? Are you using invisible ink again? Ladies and gentlemen, try stop using invisible ink, you know? Because I'm not the smartest person in the class, right? I cannot read your invisible ink. Try to use a normal ink. And besides, I told you, right, I'm aging. Aging means what? My eyes is not really good. You have to draw it bigger for me, right? Next time, right, in your progress review, right, if you are using full scale paper, just aim for at least 5 rows of for the diagrams. Don't draw it too small. I cannot see properly. Seriously, my eyes are not good. Okay? That is just some hint for you. Divanis, where's the diagram? Divanis, hello? Can you answer me? Hello? Divanis, wait, sir. All right. Still have to wait. Zitong, you draw the next one, all right? Zitong, I want to see the elastic supply. Elastic supply. Okay? Wow, I have to wait so long just for one diagram. Right? Because it's non-perishable. Does that make sense to all of you? You can see when I talk about elasticity of supply, I don't even look at consumers. I use the factors of suppliers, PES determinants. Make sense? Make sense? So a lot of you don't know how to differentiate between them. Between PE and PES and tax burden, right? Because you never take the perspective of the producers, right? Just think about that for a moment. Make sense so far? Any other thing, any other factors you can put in this rubber balloon? Yep. The resources are more common, right? Rubber balloon we can buy anywhere, to be honest, right? We can buy it from cake shop, right? We can buy from grocery store, we can buy from supermarket, shopping mall, everywhere, right? So it's more common, this type of balloon, right? And because of that, they are more elastic. The supply is more elastic. Any other factors that you can link? Good with 2? Are you good with 2? Do you want to add one more? Want to add one more? Time to produce is shorter. Because this one, what I need to do, I just need to pump within 30 seconds. Make sense or not? Wait, hello, am I talking to myself only? Does that make sense to all of you? Can you see one scenario? I can ask you 4 types of questions. Can you see? I just need to put a cloud there with 2 types of balloons and with 2 scenarios. I can ask you PD, elastic, inelastic, and PS, elastic, inelastic. So all of you will get different questions. Make sense? So please don't copy your friends, right? Because you may get different questions. Shorter time to produce. Again, at least 3 factors you can link to. Make sense? Make sense or not? Right? Because of that, the supply curve will be elastic. Okay, Zitong, are you there? Done. Yep, Daniel say easy to produce. Yes, almost same with shorter time to produce. Thank you. Thank you for your answer. Zitong, are you done with the drawing? Can I check? Wow. Finally, the first curve. And what's more, the arrow direction is inverse. Where is the, okay, at least I have another one. This one is what? Zitong. Zitong one is what? Zitong one is the blue color, is it? On this one is Zitong one.
I'm the red one.
Yeah, okay. But where is the text burden? I want to see the text burden, Zitong. You have to draw more. I want to see the entire text burden. Right? I'm talking about text burden, not only elasticity of supply. Right? Divanis. Finally, you get the arrow correct, Divanis. But still waiting. I'm still waiting. Zitong, please draw me the text burden for elastic supply. Not only the supply curve is elastic. I want also the demand curve and another supply curve. And show me the dotted line. Show me where is the consumer burden. Right? Still in. I almost want to say where's the CV and where's the producer burden. Right? Please show me that. Divanis. All right. I want to see whether you all know how to draw or not, because this can be a very important question. The last scenario will be the plastic balloon, the shiny one, right? The flashy one. I don't know how you call this type of balloon, right? It's made of some form of copper paper or something like that, right? Right, something like that. So for this type of balloon, right? Let's just call this plastic balloon. Right? Oops. It is elastic or inelastic? Diana not here forever. Zitong have to draw. Jingfen, is it elastic or inelastic? Nashta, prepare to draw. Jingfen, is it elastic or inelastic? Where's Jingfen? Jingfen, is it elastic or inelastic? You wait for me, 30 minutes, then I will come to you. Sorry? Inelastic. Why inelastic? Why? Reasons? Must give me at least one determinant, all right? Must give me at least one in your writing, in your final. Right? Whatever, whichever it came up, it will come up, but I don't know where. Right? It may come up. So I cannot hear you, sorry. What did he say? Perishable? Yep. Why is it perishable? You have to explain the balloon. You have to tell me. Because this is what? Disposable balloon. It can only be used for one time only. You know what I mean? A little bit explanation. Add on to the explanation. All right? Right? And it's using what? It's using plastic. More unique resources compared to the rubber balloon. We need to print on the balloon. We need to put some Mickey Mouse ear there. We need to, you know what I mean? Is it harder compared to rubber balloon? We need to print some what? Powerpuff Girls. You know, you like so much Powerpuff Girls. What you watch when you are young? You never watch cartoon? What? Ben 10 or? You need to print some Ben 10 there. Oh my god. This type of cartoon nowadays. I don't understand. Nowadays what? You all watch what? Cockroach. What? I still prefer my old time, like Tom and Jerry is way better than Cockroach, alright? Right, anyway. And what? SpongeBob. The one with the pants. Okay. We need to print something there. So it will be like less common resources. Right? Nasha, prepare to draw. Right? supply inelastic demand, supply inelastic tax burden, and then lost forever.
Plastics, like they do not last. They last for years.
They last for millions of years means what?
So you don't have to keep supplying.
Hmm?
Because of the supply.
You cannot say like that. If you say like that, it will be supply elastic. Okay? Take note, take note. If you want to link it to inelastic, you have to think about inelastic. Oh my god, look at the yawn. Oh my god. Yawn is like, oh my god. Yawn until the eye white also become to the ceiling already. Right. So you have to use what? Compared to the rubber balloon, do they need longer time to produce? What do you think? Do I need to tuck in the door inside? Like that? Is it like longer than I pump the balloon, rubber balloon, just the balloon itself? Sometimes I have to tuck in the balloon inside the balloon with the door inside. I don't know why are they doing that. But anyway, it will be taking longer time to produce. Okay, Nashra, please draw this tax burden inside the whiteboard. No, whiteboard. In the collaboration space, new section. Right? Okay, which is which now? Nashra, yours one is below, is it? Right? Are you still drawing? Okay. I will look at the rubber balloon first. This one is Zitong one. Okay. Looks like it's okay. Rubber balloon, supply elastic, consumer burden, producer burden. So for rubber balloon, for elastic one, hey, why is it running? Oh, because the one is drawing, is it? So you can't run away, right? We. The one is you hold on for a while. The one is. You. Wait. Let me snip first. Snip. Wait. I snip lah. You continue to draw. Right. Okay, you can continue to draw. I will put it in whiteboard. For rubber balloon, Zitong draw this. Right. Supply is more elastic due to non-perishable, due to common resource, due to shorter time to produce, right? Because of that, the cloud, the joker, can pass more tax to the consumers. Because I know today, if I don't sell it, I can just untie the balloon and then I can pump the air, I can sell it tomorrow. My else, I put more tax to you, consumers. So the consumer burden will be more than producer burden. Does it make sense? Online student type in sense if it makes sense. Type in no sense if it doesn't make sense. Type in GG if you don't understand a thing. Sense, GG. Evan, are you in my game changer group? Tomorrow we have a game changer group. Do you want to join? Sense, GG, GG. Are you in my game changer group? Yo. Tomorrow game changer group is 9:30 to 10:30. 9:30 to 10:30. Is it? Alternate week? Yeah. All right. Okay, let's see, look at others. The one is still drawing. It's like, you know, when I watch YouTube, 45 minutes later, 1 hour later, you know, I have this feeling right now. But by the way, although having said that, your drawing is quite pretty lah. So okay, I can accept that. I can wait. So for Nashra one, this one would be plastic balloon, right? You can see the supply is more inelastic. Okay. The supply is more inelastic due to whatever factor that you want to use. Okay, so we just show you 3. You can use whatever you like. When supply is more inelastic, you can see that I want to sell the balloon as soon as possible because I know I'm going to throw the plastic balloon away tonight itself. So what I have to do if I want to sell the balloon? Absorb most of the tax and sell it cheaper. Make sense? Does it make sense? Make sense? Make sense? The 2 couple guy, couple. Anh Hân and what? Anh Hân and Chi Yan. Chun Yan. Anh Hân and Chi Yan. Make sense? Okay. Last one. I have to wait for D1S. Are you done? Okay, finally. Never mind, I use snip better. This one is for just now, the first one, the demand elastic, right? For demand elastic, it will be here. Make it larger for you in a whiteboard. Remember, you can always refer back to the whiteboard in the content library, all right? Okay, if you don't understand thing, just refer back to the content library. Okay, this is the scenario for the couple just now, demand elastic. The night still young, many choices. And because of that, they don't want to buy the balloon because there are so many choices out there, right? They're more sensitive to the price of balloon compared to the couple. Make sense? Okay, so far, any questions? Do you have any questions? No? No? Can I move on to subsidies? Yes? All right. That's the summary for PDPS or tax burden. Now we move to incidence of subsidies. Today we're going to finish off this part here so that you can do your topical summary 1 and 2 already. And we are going to analyze how government is going to intervene using the subsidies, right? Right, now, what's the intention of subsidies? Actually, subsidies is to influence the production and prices of commodities, but it's also used for many other objectives. For example, if they want to encourage production of certain goods and services that's initially not provided by the free market, right? If I want to produce traffic lights, but the free market will not produce traffic lights, like what I said before, right? You cannot stop every car from paying you. So they don't want to produce because they cannot stop every car. So the government subsidizes them to produce, right? If they want to produce roads, government subsidizes them to produce roads. If they want to produce bridge, right? As long as cannot charge, the free market don't want to do. The private sector don't want to do. As long as I cannot charge, right? It can also be used to decrease the price of necessities. Unfortunately, your government did the opposite of. Last time I told you about chicken shortage, right? Then the government go and reduce the subsidies for chicken. No? It's already shortage. Then the government go and reduce subsidies. Oh my god, it's really like why you put that GG, right? Your government don't know what they are doing, no. Can't they just fix like until surplus, then only they reduce the subsidies? Why they have to do it that? So now it's like I had one RM13 few days ago. One what? Yeah, 13 ringgit already, right? Because now they even stop the export for the export of chicken for Singapore. Do you know that? I told you right. I told you right. Did I? No. Until the chicken rice shop in Singapore almost GG already. They cannot buy chicken. So sad, right? And do you know the KFC comments? KFC, they want to relaunch the campaign of finger licking good. How many of you know that? finger licking good. Then the comments down there is even like funnier. The comments down there is like, the size of drumstick is like the size of finger. Of course, we have to lick the fingers lah. You know what I mean? It's under that extent due to chicken shortage. And even KFC is facing chicken shortage. I don't understand, right? They have their own farm, also they face chicken shortage. Until you have to lick the finger when you eat KFC. Well, so that is, I don't know what your government is doing. But mostly, most of the government, maybe not your government, but most of the government, they use the subsidy to decrease the price of necessities, right? If maybe they consider chicken is not necessity for Malaysia. Maybe, yeah, I have no idea, right? Maybe they consider other meat is better. And encourage the consumption of marigolds. Marigolds are like education. Good for you, but you don't know. Yeah, most of you are forced. How many of you are forced by parents to study? Continue studying. Tertiary. Not forced. Oh, be willing to come to. Are you serious? You never say that. I don't want to study anymore. Am I the only one rebellious last time to my family? I said I don't want to study. I want to do business. Yeah, I know telling my story, man. My mother buy the air ticket without informing me. Straight away sent me to New Zealand. And then what to do? I said, I swear I'm not going to come back. Yeah, because it's like very epic, you know. The last year, I really planned my 1 year plan for holiday in New Zealand. Like I want to do backpack 1 year. I already have my 1 year plan. It's like epic story, you know. Oh, your father, not your father, my father. My mother tell me, your father got stroke. Can you please come back? I said, I don't want. Because I'm rebellious one, you know. You send me there, you want me to come back. Nonsense, right? Please, you are the only and eldest son. You know all this epic story? Yeah, it happened to me. And it's true story. Got stroke, man. What to do? I have to cancel all my flight tickets, like how many thousand New Zealand dollars? Cancel all. I have to fly back after graduation. Initially, after graduation, I plan to like pay for 1 year, then work there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I plan to stay there, never come back. I don't want to see my parents anymore. They are the one that sent me there, so it means that they don't want me already. Like, oh, so sad. Suddenly, oh, no. Okay, come back. Right? That is my story. I was the rebellious kid. So I don't feel like tertiary is good for me. Right? I was forced. They already bought me the ticket. Right? I didn't tell you that, man. I never tell you that. Oh, they bought me the ticket. That day, I was still playing computer games. Just like y'all, I was downloading a lot of movies. You know, last time we used to use BitTorrent. Download a lot of while waiting my movie to download. I'm playing my. Last time I don't have the COD all this. I just play Dota on it. The first version, Dota. Playing Dota. Suddenly my mom, kok. Let's go and buy some winter jacket. I was like, huh? We're in Malaysia, you know. Why we need to buy winter jacket? 2 more weeks, you are going to fly to New Zealand. I'm going to let's go out to the shopping mall and buy something. That's all. That's our conversation. I was like, okay. If you don't want me, I don't want to come back. Right? That's my story. Right? True story, by the way. Right? Oh, easy. Let's be vegetarian. D1 is. What is worse, you know? I read the news yesterday. Government encouraged us to do intermittent fasting for the healthiness of us because they know that we cannot afford to eat 3 meals a day. Wow, brilliant government. Because we cannot afford, right? Please do intermittent fasting, everyone. It's healthier for you. Yeah. Government is great. Huh? Yeah. It's always like that, man. Wow. So start to practice intermittent. It's good for health. Very good, government. Okay. Encourage the consumption of merits and others like achieve equitable distribution of income. This one is more towards the macro, right? If you were to take macro, then you would, but mostly after they take my micro, 50% of them will swear to God they will not take macro again. That's a true story as well. Normally, according to statistics, 50%, they will not choose econ subject. But just to warn you, econs is important under uni. Uni is compulsory, right? If you never take now, you still have to suffer that. And the fail rate for uni, for some year 1 econs is 50%. It's a compulsory as well, because they never do the foundation for econs. A lot of them, right, STM, you know, straight away go there. STM science student, never do economics, go there, straight away 50% fail. Which means, oh, every two of you, one will fail. So better do both lah. But still up to you, because every choice have opportunity cost. Right. They also use subsidies to increase producers' income. Remember, some producers are not like your father and mother. They are not rich dad, rich mom. Some producers are still very poor, like farmers last time we showed. Remember, farmers, they are poor, so the government have to subsidize them, right? Remember I talked about water spinach and so on. Finally, I remember the term already. It's not kangkong, it's water spinach, right? Huh? Yeah. Your ex-prime minister. I feel my mouth will be swollen if I mention the name, so I will not mention the name of your ex-prime minister, right? Lower the price of exports. This one is also in macro, and to compete with cheap imports, right? So let's have a break, and we will move on to drawing diagrams later.